In a village nestled between dusty fields and whispering trees lived a boy named Aarav. He was a curious boy with a thirst for knowledge and a heart full of dreams. You would often find him sitting under the shade of an old banyan tree, completely absorbed in his cracked and faded phone, his fingers flying across the screen as if he were solving a secret puzzle. Aarav wasn't just playing games. He was learning. He was learning about code, about algorithms, about the digital magic that makes Aarav get its work. He devoured online tutorials, watched coding videos and solved problems, all on his old phone with its slow connection and dim screen. Despite being surrounded by nature's beauty, Aarav felt a deep longing for something more, a yearning for the world of technology and innovation. His village, though peaceful, seemed miles away from the world of computers and coding, but Aarav didn't let the distance dampen his spirits. You see, Aarav dreamed of becoming a coder, someone who could create, who could innovate, who could shape the digital world. One day, like a ray of hope in the midst of his village, a poster appeared on the wall. It announced the arrival of a coding camp in the nearby city, a place where kids like Aarav could learn about coding, robotics, and artificial intelligence. It was like a beacon of light, offering him a chance to step into the world he yearned for. The camp was buzzing with activity. There were shiny laptops, fast internet, and mentors who looked serious yet encouraging. Among the campers was a girl named Mira. She was a city girl visiting her grandparents in the village. She loved gadgets, logic puzzles, and most of all, chai biscuits. When Aarav saw the poster, his eyes lit up. Maybe, just maybe, this is my chance, he thought, holding his worn notebook close. He walked towards the camp, hope blossoming in his chest. But as he reached out to open the gate, it swung shut, blocking his path. "You're not on the list," said a man firmly. "This camp is only for selected students." Aarav didn't argue. He didn't plead. He simply turned round and walked away, slowly, silently. But something inside him had already decided, if they won't teach me, I'll teach myself. That evening, Mira found Aarav sitting under the same banyan tree, scribbling in his notebook, instead of the usual hustle and bustle of the city. There was the chirping of crickets and the soft rustle of leaves. Seeing Aarav's dedication, Mira walked up to him and offered him her old laptop. "It's a little slow," she said with a smile, "but I think it still dreams from that day on." The banyan tree became their classroom. Aarav named it the code tree together. They used discarded wires from broken toys, created makeshift circuits, and turned the tree into a tiny lab filled with handwritten code posters and printed screenshots of online lessons. Above his desk, Aarav pinned a photo of the stone-haired mentor, not out of spite, but respect. He imagined the photo as his silent mentor, guiding him through the maze of coding. Every day, Aarav woke up with the sunrise. After helping his family with their chores, he would rush to his tree house, eager to learn. He spent hours typing, reading and experimenting. Every mistake, every error message made him stronger. Every bug he fixed became a tiny triumph. Weeks turned into months, and the day of the camp's final project arrived. It was called the Code Challenge. All the students gathered, showcasing what they had built. Laptops flashed, projects were shown, and the crowd clapped enthusiastically. Then, unexpectedly, Aarav stepped onto the stage. Mir stood in the audience, beaming with pride. People murmured. Some giggled, whispering. He didn't even go to the camp. Regent Sir raised his hand, silencing the murmurs. "Let's see what he's built." Aarav connected his old speaker to the laptop, took a deep breath, and it ran. A warm, Friendly voice filled the room. Hello. I was built with no internet. Just determination. Gasps echoed through the room, followed by applause. Loud. Full and real applause. Later that evening, Rajan Sir walked slowly to the banyan tree. As he looked round the tree house, his smile touched his lips. He saw the hard work, the dedication, the sheer willpower that had transformed a boy's dream into reality. You didn't need my classroom, he said softly. Your discipline was your teacher, your determination. You're a guide. He folded his hands in respect. Mira joined him. And together they watched Aarav coding calmly. And so the tale of Aarav, the boy who coded under a tree, became a legend in the village, a reminder that with dedication and hard work, one can achieve their dreams, no matter how big they are.